Hello family, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Now, last video I really explained about DXY, EURUSD and the review on gold. So in today's video, I'm going to give you my pure analysis on NZDUSD. I see potential opportunities which maybe you can take them this week. You know what it is? Before jumping to NZDUSD, let's have a quick review on our previously two videos which we did analysis on EURUSD sales, and we had the other videos on DXY. So I'm going to give a quick review and you can learn two things or three to the previous videos. If you have not watched them, make sure you go and watch them. They are very informative. You can learn 1, 2 or 3 things. All right, so what you see right here on the chart is the analysis of the DXY. So last two videos which I released like 3 weeks back, we got analysis on DXY where we saw that we are trending on the upside. Now the market was creating these swing lows and these swings here. As you can see, this the wall structure is what the correction, which means we have the other impulsive moves. You can see is along these key points right here are closing my highly monthly level, which is the pure active point, which is the monthly level. Now this is a strong resistance level. Then you can see after when the market was approaching this 4 hours strong high, you can see price always was creating these consolidations. So inside this consolidation, if you know the pure market direction, it's very simple for you to know what the market is going to do. Now this is DXY or the dollar index. Once you know the price, the active direction of the US dollar index, it's easy for you to trade the other pairs which are pair in USD, because this represents the strength of the US dollar. All right. So right here, what you see is the pure consolidation. What we expected is the other impulse move from this point right here. So before breaking this initial point right now where we are, you can see this is a pure strong marketing bar. I mean the what we call the impulsive move after this correction. Always this is how market moves. All right. Once you see that the price has created, like for example, we have this swing low, you can see here we get the swing high and we created the other swing low right here, which means we are likely to break this entire swing high to create another high. You can see this our high right here, and we got the other low here. Right now we have this high. So what we should expect, because this level here is quite very strong, we might expect to have a little bit pullback or correction like this. It might be maybe not too collective like this, maybe a small one that price maybe push a little bit here and we continue on the upside. Whatever, anything can happen, but because we have initially created a new high right here, despite the fact the 4 hours the daily time frame is not yet kind of closed, and the weekly kind of stick is not yet closed, but you can wait to see like maybe what will be the initial high along the 4 hours. I'm sorry, on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, you can find out where the next support level will be, like this one here. You see, this was a way too long consolidation, way too long correction, because we had January correction, which is we are still in the initial market cycle. So that's why you see correction like this. Right now we are into February, we are going to March, so you can see that we might have a little bit correction, maybe like this or like this one. It might be a little bit smaller. Now what I'm projecting right now on DXY, so long as we have already tapped our key point right here, what I will be expecting is either to see candle rejection here to push at least where price had a strong breakout, and then we correct stuff, and then we continue to our this level. Now what I see, DXY is in an overall bullish trend. Now this is what we saw. Let me put it up on candle so that you can see what I mean. This is on 4 hours. Let me switch out to daily time frame. This is daily time frame. You can see how beautiful daily time frame is. Last time we did our analysis and it was very, very, very impactful. I told you guys we might have the breakout and along this level, and that's what we got. Of course, market was respecting this entire liquidation point. You can see market was ill. Then during NFP, then we got that spike. Of course, I expected that spike. That's why me with my members, we kept on respecting price movement so that we can take a decision or can make decisions. So I still see price tapping these levels. You'll see we have the other monthly point right there. Maybe I can clone this. You'll see that we still have the other push toward the upside. This is our monthly point. I still see a push toward this level, but before that, it might take some long. Now, let's see the review what we did on EURUSD. Remember last time we had analysis on EURUSD. Now let me show you what we got on EURUSD. This is a daily time frame, but let me switch to 4 hours so that you can be aware of what we did. So this was our overall market movement or our analysis. Now, from here, what do you see on 4 hours? We did a very clear and clean analysis. We had this low here, this low point, and we had this high here. Well, from this high, you can see that price never ever respected this low here, which created this high. So that's a reason why once we got the break here around this point, I was curious, kuambia like this correction here is going to give us the drop, and it happened. I hope you guys you caught this analysis because it was very, very clear, very, very pure, and you can see it on your own. Right now we are running around 160 pips in profits, and of course my target is already hit, but from the analysis that we did on DXY, I still see more drops. See if it will happen a little bit correction like this one, then can happen, then you push toward the downside. But remember, we are heading to CPI news report. If you don't know how to lead the fundamental reports, I would like to tell you, you can learn these fundamentals in a clear way. Just click a link to direct you to my website, to my full course, which is to my website. Just click a link it down below in the description. Now, what I was explaining right here, you can see we had the EURUSD, we had the tab right there. You can see this was the initial rejection, which we rejected, grabbed all these sales right here, went too early, and then after that, you can see price dropped massively. We had this a little bit choppy, but market kept the entire trend. Now this is on the EURUSD. Remember we had the other analysis on GBP USD, so same on price as of EURUSD. I kept on telling you guys like we might see this down push based on price structure and price action. I like to keep my confidence on price action. Same applies to to GBP USD. This one is on the line chart, but I'll switch to candlesticks so that you can see what I see. You see the last tabs were here. You can see this is our point of low, and this is our point of high. See it right there. And then before price disrespecting this high, you see that price failed to push to the entire highs. You can see like the moment you tag these levels, which was quite very strong, will not enter in this region, which is the imbalance zone. So I really expected that price has to enter in this region, despite the fact we failed to break this high. The moment you see price failing to surpass these highs from these lows, expect more from price breaking the lows. So this is what I expected. It's why the fact it took too long. It was almost about 2 weeks from the initial market analysis that we did. You can refer the previous video that I did explain the analysis on all this page. But the last one but not least, it was on gold. Now remember gold, we had of course the last week was a little bit choppy. Yes, now I can say it was a little bit choppy, specifically on gold. For us who are day traders, you can catch a little bit moves, but for swing it was very crazy to catch moves. Now you can see the last analysis. Now I did not even do it my chart, my drawings. You can see the last time we had a projection that price was stuck inside this channel here. Now you can see I really expected that price might break, and then we can tap these areas because this was the last liquidation earlier for sellers. Or we might see what like if we don't respect this area here, to tap this area, price would have ended along this point, then we continue on the downside. So what happened, I entered this trade and it was around like 150 pips, 130 pips. Then I was stopped out because I kept holding this trade. I was even showing you all to my Insta story. So I was showing the pure what I'm expecting and all that. But the thing is, after being stepped out with this along the entry, I kept on waiting to see that maybe price would have retested along these levels because the spike was very huge. Remember, gold has a strong volatility when it's in New York session. So when it got a spike, you can see we created a new high right here. And then the price never ever returned. You can see I kept on failing to enter the buys after getting this outlook here, you can see. But after getting this here, and then I expected we might have a little bit tap along this here, which was almost created on 3 hours. You can see this zone here was I just viewed it on 3 hours time frame. Yes, you can see this was on 3 time frame, then market created right there, and then boom, I tapped those highs. But right now I'm holding these cells, and my initial target is along like these areas. Of course, they have to exit manual because never know how gold does. Then the other thing is, if I switch it up like on the line chart, you can see all these trends were almost here. I don't know what I did, but I was a little bit expecting that price would have tapped these highs because you can see this is the last high. After breaking this low, we get a new high. So if price was not even ready to tap here, we would have it would have created this correction. So I don't know what it ended up, and then I kept believing that we would have got the rejection along this area. But you know what? It is what it is. We just follow what the market tells us, and that's the reason why I should be more patient once you keep on a trade. All right. So this is the thing. I'll keep holding on this, on gold because this was my initial take profit, but you know yet here, but I just have to exit manually. So today's analysis is on NZDUSD. What do you guys see on NZDUSD? Now I'll show you starting from the weekly time frame. You will see what I see and of course what you can do. This is NZDUSD. If you view it out, you'll see I have my key level just on price, which are monthly levels and the weekly levels. But what I see right now, because you can see NZD, we have this area. It was in an overall downtrend, but we got a little bit like the change of the market structure to go in the uptrend. Why? Because we have this initial low. You can see this initial low to my key points, which is the monthly. Then we have this area, which is the recent one. After creating this little bit correction, it's because this is impulse correction and the other impulse is going to be expected by so what I expected right now on NZD is a little bit pullback toward the downside, but it might keep on respecting this low here then to create at least this, to keep on respecting this low, it might be maybe a little bit like the double bottom, then we continue on the downside. This is what I expect on NZD. Now anything can happen. You might keep your eyes on this training period, because now I'm giving out the analysis based on what I see on the weekly. But if you switch it up on the 1 day, you'll notice that we have this here which the price is still respecting by creating this high here, you see. So right now I can see price is almost heading toward these areas, these levels, this area here. Why? Because you can see on our initial structure, you can see price has been creating highs, lows, highs, lows. These are high. Then we have almost got a breakout of this low here, so that we can continue with the down push. Now you can find out how you trade based on the price action and all that, but I see a downfall. Why? Because now if I refer, because this is 1 day, you notice that we have this initial high, this the previous low. So because we have got this low, then I still expect that price maybe we can have a little bit correction. Now you'll find out where correction may end, so that we can have this is what I expect, and what I expect on NZD. Now if I switch lab on 4 hours, you'll notice that all this was just a little bit correction, and price to continue on its down push, because this impulse correction, then the other impulse. So you can see this is our correction impulse, then this is our correction to have the other impulse like this one. Now let me show you real quick. Let me show you like what I did expect right here. Let me switch to candlestick. Now you can see this is a candlestick format. I'm not holding on NZD, but what I did expect is what you see go, guys. Now I still expect the downfall on this. Now you can find out whatever analysis that you're using, or the methodologies and all that, so that you can catch NZD. Now I see a downfall. I see a push toward the downside. Find out any area where you can take advantage of this downfall and all that. So this is what I have for today, boy. I just keep reminding you guys, make sure you join the our free WhatsApp channel, where I give out the analysis, the free analysis. Sometimes even the sign-ons I'll be giving out if I find out one. But the updates of the analysis that we do, and I can send them all of them there. Right, these are some of the trades that I'm holding right now. This is USDHF on the up push. This was the initiation impulsive move of the NFP. Yes, it is what it is. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and the follow button if you have not subscribed yet. See you in the next video.